Hey guys, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to take you through a series of tapping exercises. So tapping is also known as EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. And what happens with this is once you go through all of these tapping points while you're saying what it is that you're saying out loud, it causes this huge shift. It makes you feel different, and it can really help you to let things go really quickly and really easily. So what we're going to do today is tapping for forgiveness, specifically forgiving our fathers. If we had an abusive father or a father that just wasn't really there for us. So our parents are just people. We've all made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but sometimes it's really, really hard to forgive people when it really strongly impacts us, especially at such a young age, when we're supposed to be learning how to navigate our way through the world, to be loved properly. And these people aren't here for us, or they're not there for us how we would have liked them to be, or what we think is right and good. So this tapping specifically for forgiveness of the father should help create that shift. Now, everyone has a completely different story. So, what you need to forgive your father for, this other person might not need to forgive them for the same thing. So when we go through this, you can just say everything out loud. If it doesn't, if it's not true to you, it doesn't matter. It's not going to cause any harm. And if there's something that I'm not saying that applies to you, just say that thing out loud. So as we go through the tapping points, it's your forehead. We're using medium pressure, temples, the bone under your eyes, the bone under your nose, chin, collarbones, and wrists, that we're just tapping on these points while we're saying out loud. You have to say it out loud, whatever it is that I'm saying. So we're just going to start. Ready? So you're going to just start by taking in a nice deep breath. I know I need to forgive my father. So just repeating after me out loud. But it's really hard. He hurt me. He hurt me very deeply. He didn't love me properly. It created a lot of harm. And I have a lot of anger towards him. I have a lot of resentment. I don't understand how someone could be the way he was. It was very hurtful. He was very angry. He was very abusive. He was not there for me. He abandoned me when I needed him. And this has caused me to suffer. I think about it often. I get angry often. Why did he do this to me? I just don't understand. It's very hurtful. I hate what he did. He was selfish. He only thought of himself. He didn't think of me. He left me on my own to wonder why he did this to me. It caused great harm to me. It caused harm to my family. And for that, I'm very angry. But I know I need to let this go. I know I need to forgive him. I know I need to move on. I know I need to find understanding and compassion for him. Because as long as I live the way I am, he will still control me. When he occupies this much space in my mind, he controls how I live. I know it's time to let that go. So even though it's very hard to forgive, I don't do it for him. I do it for myself, because I know I need to be free so I can live my best life, so I can be free, so I can take back control, and so I can be in charge. Forgiving him doesn't mean that I'll forget, but it does mean that I can let it go and not be so angry about it and not be so hurt about it. I can let it go and find compassion and understanding. For I too have made mistakes in the past. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. And in my future, I know I will be free because it will be me who's in control and not someone else. And because of this, I know that I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to feel better. I know I already do feel better. And that everything's going to be okay. And I know that I'm going to be okay. And everything is all right. And then just take in a nice deep breath. And then just shake out your hands. And then just notice how it is that you feel right now. So if there was something that came to mind over this time that was completely unrelated with what we were talking about, you can use that now, however it is that that situation made you feel, and you can tap through that, just saying whatever it is out loud, whatever situation, even if it's totally unrelated, tapping through that situation to make that feeling just get less and less and less. So if there's something else, if you're still, really agitated, really angry about it, whatever the specific thing is that is making you really angry, that is making you feel that way, you're going to tap through that. So if there's something very specific, right? We're all different. This was just very general. So if you were abused in a certain way and that is what's really getting you, there's this pain from that, you're just going to say that thing out loud. You did this to me and it made me feel this way. I don't know if I can forgive you for this. I'm so angry. Whatever it is that you need to say, and just keep tapping your way through it until you feel an energetic shift. You should actually feel a sense of relief when that shift comes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and that you can use this, and everybody have a great day today.